Happy Monday, Boalia Desmond here. Thank you for tuning in. So I titled my message today, Schedule Yourself. So every week, I always encourage us to write out our activity goals at the beginning of the week, right? Because this gives us a plan of action. It gives us something to do for the week. But what I'm thinking is that we can't just stop at the activities, that we really should be scheduling what we're going to do throughout the day. I remember doing a Plan to Win challenge once with an incredible leader named Dawn Funk. And what we did was we scheduled our day. Our day started from 6, we started tracking our day from 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. when we went to bed, or at least that's when we ended the activities. So you knew from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, you knew exactly what it was that you were going to do throughout the day that helped us to win the day. And honestly, typically when you have ideas in your head, like you plan in your head, oh, tomorrow this is what I need to get done, I need X, Y, and Z done, chances are you can excuse yourself out of those things. You can excuse yourself out of the activities because you don't really have a set time on when you can be doing these activities. So we had to write everything in. If it was work hours, you wrote in work. If it was lunch, you scheduled lunch. If it was break, you scheduled the break. If you're going to a basketball game, if you were going to the groomers, whatever it was that you do, business hours, everything was scheduled in. And you know what we found at the end? We rewarded ourselves, number one, at the end of every single day, but we got stuff done. We got stuff done. So maybe if you're struggling today, if you're struggling with not getting your things done, because guess what? Today, you might give yourself an excuse. You might say, hey, you know what? I just didn't quite get to it. Because, the day just somehow gets away from us. And we allow distractions when we don't have set activities in place, set hourly. So if you got distracted today, guess what? Maybe you didn't get the things done, right? So a day then becomes a week. Before you know it, the week becomes a month. Before you know it, that becomes 3 months. Then it's 6 months. Then all of a sudden the year has gone, and guess what? You didn't accomplish half the things that you set yourself to do in the beginning of the year. And all it takes is just taking that time to schedule out your day. We started on Sunday. We wrote out our whole entire schedule for the week, and we won. So I think I'm going to go back to that. And I just wanted to share that with you because I think it just makes a huge difference. And then today I heard Dean Graziosi asking this question. He said, what is the cost of your inaction? You being in when you don't have any activity going on? If you left your life the way that it was, what would that cost you? What would that cost you? What is the cost of you just leaving your life the way that it is today? He said we really should be disturbed by when we're not in action, because we should have something that we're going towards, right? You shouldn't have days when you just have no activity going on whatsoever. And even then, if that's your relaxation day, then you should plan it out. Say, hey, you know what? I'm going to relax from 8 to noon. I'm going to relax from whatever time to whatever time, but at least you know it's scheduled time. And then two, then you know where you can fit in people. If somebody calls impromptu, you can say, hey, you know what? I'm free from 5 to 6, or I'm free from whatever to whatever. So then you're not replacing that time with the things that you know you should be doing that maybe are business related or something that is important, but because you're allowing yourself to get distracted, those things get pushed to the wayside, and then before you know it, another day has gone by. And then he said, you know what, you're always going to deal with two things, right? You're always going to have that inner voice that says, hey, you know what, the inner hero that says, you know what, I'm winning today. Or you can choose the inner self-doubt, the one that says, you know what, that allows you to have the imposter syndrome, the one that allows you to feel defeated, the one that allows you to think smaller than you should. But you know what? Those voices don't go away. You'll always have to pick which one is going to win the day. Allow that inner hero to win. Okay, schedule your day. Be intentional and say, you know what? I'm going to try this for a week and see what happens. So that's my challenge to you. Schedule your week. Schedule the rest of your week out and see what happens. And then I would love to hear what happens by the end of the week. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow.